All right, so number 21. We're adding rational expressions here, so we obviously need a common denominator. I see that the denominator on the left here can be factored, and actually the denominator on the right can be factored. So that's going to be my first move. So this 6x over, I'm going to factor out an x, and I'll have x minus 8 left, plus 4, and here I can factor out a 2, and I get x minus 8 left. I like the fact that each of those denominators has an x minus 8 in it, but they're still not common denominators. I'm going to need to multiply this one by 2 over 2, and multiply this one by x over x. So now I'm going to get 12x over 2x times x minus 8. And over here I'm going to get 4x over 2x times x minus 8. So now we have our common denominator, and we can add the numerators together. 12x plus 4x, they happen to be like terms. That's nice. I get 16x over 2x times x minus 8. So the addition is done, but I can simplify this. 16x divided by 2x is 8. So I can rewrite this as 8 over x minus 8. Okay, so we're looking at number 10 now. This one's a little more complicated. We have some quadratics in the denominator. So the first thing I'm going to do is factor them. So this will stay 9y plus 2. That cannot be factored. No need to factor it. Here, I'm going to set up my parentheses. Since my second sign right there is a negative, I'm automatically going to have a plus and a minus. Factors of 3y squared are 3y and y. And factors of 8 could be 8 and 1 or 4 and 2. So I have to think through this. So if I put the 4 there and the 2 there, I'm doing the FOIL method in my head. If I need to write it out, my outside terms would give me negative 6y, and my inside terms would give me positive 4y. Those combine to give me negative 2y, which is exactly what I needed there. Right? Of course, the factoring, we keep saying this, the factoring is so important here, right? We have to get those factors correct. All right, so plus 7, and now I'm going to factor this one over here. I have a plus and a minus. I have a 3y and a y again. And now I have 4 and 1. And that's going to combine outside inside to give me a positive 1y as that middle term right there. Okay, now we need to get our common denominator. Well, we see that both denominators have a 3y plus 4, so that's good. So we're going to need to multiply this one by y minus 1 over y minus 1. And we're going to need to multiply this one over here by y minus 2 over y minus 2. So I'm just going to write it as y minus 1 times 9y plus 2 over 3y plus 4 times y minus 2 times y minus 1 plus 7 times y minus 2 over 3y plus 4 y minus 1 y minus 2. So I have my common denominator. I'm going to have to do the multiplication in the numerators before I can actually add and combine like terms. So I have to FOIL this together right here, two binomials. So first would be 9y squared. Outside would be positive 2y. inside would be negative 9y, last would be negative 2. Combine my two y terms, I get 9y squared minus 7y minus 2. And then I'm going to write that all over my common denominator. 3y plus 4, y minus 2, y minus 1. Now I'm going to multiply 7 times y minus 2. That's just distribution. So I get 7y minus 14, and that's all over my common denominator. Okay, so now I can actually add my numerators together. There's only one squared term, the 9y squared, so that's going to stay 9y squared. I have a minus 7y and a plus 7y, so those are going to cancel each other out. And I have a minus 2 plus a negative 14, so that's going to be negative 16. Well, right away I recognize that as a difference of two squares. So I'm going to go ahead and actually factor it right now. 3y plus 4, 3y minus 4. And I like that because I know that my common denominator has a 3y plus 4 in it. 3y plus 4 times y minus 2 times y minus 1. And so look what's going to happen. This is now like the simplification part of it, right? The addition part of it's done. But now to write it in simplest form, that's going to cancel with that. And I'm going to be left with 3y minus 4 over y minus 2 times y minus 1.